Hello and welcome to the installation guide for Payne 3. This is the installation guide for the previous video. If you want to have a look at the video, just click on the information box on the top right of the screen right now. There should be links to the video as well as other videos associated with this guide. So let's get started. First we're going to have to do is install Reshade on Payne. So you double click Reshade. Either wait for Payne to load up or go look for it yourself in the browse button over here. If you want a complete tutorial on what is Reshade and how to install Reshade on a game, then once again go to the top right of this video, click on that information tab and look for what is Reshade or how to install a Reshade preset, and that video should help you. Okay, we found Payne 3, so use selected application. Payne 3 is DirectX 11, so we will choose this one over here, DirectX 10, 11, 12. Uncheck all and check all. We want all the effects. Click OK. It'll start downloading all the effects, and once everything is complete, we'll go on to the next section. Okay, everything was successful in the installation, so one more thing is just go back into the settings and skip tutorial, click OK, and that's it for Reshade. So at this moment you can start your game up and make sure that Reshade installed correctly. I won't do that because I know that it didn't install correctly. We'll just carry on to the next step. So now that Reshade has been installed, let's go on to modding the rest of the game. All the links will be in the description of this video as well as the description of the original Payne 3 mod showcase video, which is what you're seeing on the screen at the moment. Okay, let's go down to mods. Let's start with the blood overhaul mod. So we'll click on the link, go to files and download the mod. I've already downloaded the mod, which is why I'm not going to download it now. You can look at the descriptions. It will give you a couple of updates on the mod itself. How to install the mod is obviously on this video. Okay, once you've downloaded the mod, it will come in a 7-zip file. This one over here. You double click in it. You'll have to extract this file wherever you want to put it onto your desktop or anywhere else. I'll just put it in the same folder as all the other mods for Payne 3. And as you can see, it's an OpenIV file. So what you'll need to do is install OpenIV. You will find the link of OpenIV in the description as well. You'll click on that. And here's the download button. So once you've downloaded OpenIV, install it wherever you want and open it up. Once you open up OpenIV for the first time, it'll scan your game for all the games that it can mod, and just look for Payne 3 and click on it. To install the blood mod, first you have to do is click on this edit mode. Just click it once. It will ask you while editing, all changes will automatically be saved. Do you want to continue? You click yes, and then look for this button over here, this blue, red, and green blocks. This is the installer. So this is what you'll need to install that file. So you'll click on it and you'll go to your folder where you've extracted that blood overhaul mod. As you can see, it's over here, and you'll click open. An installer will pop up and you'll click install, and it'll look over the game path and everything is right, and all you have to do is to confirm that the installation path is correct, and it'll start installing it. It shouldn't take too long, and once everything's installed like this, you can either run the game, or I never run the game from here. I normally just close it out and click on the edit mode to just bring it back to where it was, and you can close this OpenIV and you can then run the game and then have a look to see if the mod has been installed correctly. On to the next mod. The next mod that I will install will be the no more flashy screen effects. Again, click on the link. go down to Files, and download it. Once you've downloaded this mod, it'll come in a zip file. You can open it up. As you can see, it's another OpenIV file. I just normally copy and paste it. That's how I extract files from zip. But you can do it the old-fashioned way of right-clicking and extract all to wherever you need to extract it. Open up OpenIV again. Click on the edit mode, click yes. Click that little button. Look for the OpenIV installer file, which is this one. Click open, install, confirm, and just wait for it to finish installing. There, it's done, and click close. So now you'll have much less flashy cutscenes. On to the next one. The next one, let's do the first person mod. So just click on the link. Now this is very important when it comes to this first person mod. If you go down to the files, there's an old version, an updated version, and the latest version, the 0.31. I have not downloaded the 0.31, and the reason for that is if I click on the link and I click download and wait for it to start downloading, it starts downloading, you will see within a few seconds it says virus detected and it has failed. So I'm sure this is a false positive, since when it comes to all the comments in the comment section, as well as researching this file, I haven't come across anyone that's saying and complaining that this is a virus. So I don't think that this is a virus, but I'm not going to take any chances, and it'll be up to you if you want to take any chances. I would say do not take any chances. So I've downloaded the version before that, which is the 0.3 version. So if you download that one, and of course I've tested it more than just the automatic virus scan from Windows. But once it downloads, it does not detect any virus, and this is a safer file, and it does exactly what the first one does. So I suggest to use this one, 0.3. Okay, we go into the summary section of this page. It will explain the installation. It's just download and extract the mod to the game folder. That's all you need to do. So once you've downloaded the mod into your folder, all you have to do is copy all the files, go to your Max Payne 3 installation folder, and click the Max Payne 3 folder. And once you found that folder, all you have to do is paste and copy all those files into this folder. That's it. The first person mod has been installed. On to the next mod. So the next mod that we're going to install is going to be the FOV fix. So we'll click on the link and download the file. The mod description, it will also say that you need net runtime 3.1.0. If you launch the mod, it will ask you, do you want to update your runtime? The runtime that it's going to update is going to be the latest version, which won't work. So you'll have to click on this link and it will automatically start downloading the runtime. Install the runtime, and then you can go back to your exe and run the GUI. So once you've downloaded the FOV fix mod, it'll come again in a zip file. Open it up. All we need to copy is going to be this file as well as this file. But as you can see, the first person mod also uses the same DLL, this dinput8.dll. So to overcome this issue, because both of these mods can't run at the same time with the same DLL name, if you go into the text file, it'll give instructions on what to do if you have other mods using the same DLL. As you can see, these are the various names that you can change your DLL to which could help you in running this mod as well as any other mod that uses the same file name. So for me, I think it was xinput1_3.dll that actually worked. But it might not work for you. You might have to change the DLL name to this one, this one, or this one, or this one. So go through each of these names one by one and see which one works. And you will know it works because your FOV will be set the way it should be, as well as the first person mod should also get activated at the same time. For us to do that, first we'll have to do is extract this file somewhere else, not within your Max Payne 3 folder. So I'm just going to create a new folder and go to my FOV, click on the 2001, copy, and paste it in a new folder. This is just a temporary folder. The reason why I'm doing that is because I want to leave the zip file as original as possible, because you can change the file name of this DLL within the zip file. So open up the README file from the mod, and I will choose this name first because I know that one works, and I'll go to a new folder and I'll change it just like that. Once you've done that, you can copy the whole thing, or actually cut the whole thing out and install it into Max Payne 3 folder, paste, it's over there. Now to change the FOV, all you have to do is double click on this. You'll get this pop up. It's just explaining a few things. You click OK. And this is how you change your FOV. This is the base FOV. And within the previous video that you've watched, perhaps, I changed it to 70,000. So to toggle this toggle is the toggle button that you will set within the game. What you'll have to do is double click, and then you can actually configure which key you would like to use to toggle between the FOV that you set over here to the base game's FOV. So I chose the period key. Of course, use a key that you do not use within the game for anything else. And this section over here is where you could also add a keybind so that you could reload the FOV in case you've changed the FOV while the game is running and want to just reload this entire thing. I haven't messed around with this, but works the same way. And if you're playing around with this and just want to see that the FOV might be working, set this thing to quite far to 120, so that there's a noticeable change and difference within the game that you know it's working. Click Save. And you can actually close this because everything has been saved. Okay, on to the next mod. The next and final mod will be the HD textures. You click on the link, go down to textures, download this file. Once you've downloaded the file, it will come as a 7-zip file. All you have to do is open it. Just click and drag this within the Max Payne 3 folder. Start extracting, and you will replace whatever it asks you to replace. Place the files. And that's it. You've just updated all the textures in Max Payne 3. On to the next one. Okay, last but not least, my Reshade file. So all you have to do is go into the Reshade presets, download the Max Payne 3 preset file. Within the preset file, you will have a RTGI version as well as without RTGI. So they both have the same way of installing. All you have to do is copy the preset, go to your Max Payne 3 folder, click paste. Since this is the RTGI version, I will also have to install Pascal's Reshade effects. So we'll just go down to games, mods, and RTGI. The latest version of RTGI came out, which is 0.30. For this game, I've used 0.27 since this one only came out yesterday. So I will just go back to 0.20. Copy these two folders. Go into your Reshade shaders folder within the Max Payne 3 directory and click paste. And you've just installed RTGI. And now you can start the game up. Once the game starts up, you will also get an audio that starts to play. Let's just listen for it.
FOV fix loaded.
Did you hear that? FOV fix loaded? That is just the mod for FOV fix to let you know that when you've changed your DLL name, that the mod actually loaded. So if you don't hear that when the game loads up, then you know you have to change the name of your DLL to something else. Okay, we've loaded into Max Payne 3, and as you can see, the FOV is correct. And if you remember, we've chose the period key as our toggle between the game's base FOV and the one that we've selected, which was 120,000, just to make sure that everything was fine. So if we tap that, we'll go back to the original game's FOV. If we tap it again, we'll go back to our FOV that we've selected. So now you can go back out of the game and just change it to whatever FOV that you would like. As well as for the first person mod, the keybind is V. So if we click that, you'll go into your first person. Okay, for my Reshade preset, all you have to do is open up Reshade. Click on this section over here and just look for my Beyond the Hype Max Payne 3 RTGI Reshade INI file, or the non-RTGI version, and just select that and it should load up. If you have problems with your depth of field, you might just have to tweak it a little bit, as well as bloom. If your resolution that you're playing at is different to mine, or your FOV is also different from mine, so then just play around with that. Otherwise, you've set to go. And that's it for the installation guide for Max Payne 3. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more installation guides and free Reshade presets, consider subscribing. It'll help the channel out a lot. Thank you. Enjoy. Bye.